From Soldier to Billionaire, the story of Min-jun Kim. Private Min-jun Kim stood at the main gate of the military base, wearing his green uniform for the last time. After 18 months of mandatory service, he was finally being discharged. "Hey Min-jun," his buddy Taeho called out. "What are you going to do now? Find a job at some company?" Min-jun looked at the discharge papers in his hand and smiled confidently. "No way. I'm going to become a billionaire." Everyone burst out laughing. "A billionaire? Dude, you don't even have money for rent." But Min-jun wasn't joking. He had filled 12 notebooks with business ideas and strategies. "Just watch me," he said with determination. Min-jun moved into a tiny 10-square-meter one-room apartment in Seoul. His furniture consisted of a sleeping bag, a laptop he bought with his discharge pay, and a small desk made from cardboard boxes. His first night as a civilian, he couldn't sleep from excitement. He opened his laptop and started working on his first business plan. "I don't have money, connections, or experience," he thought, "but I have something more valuable: hunger, determination, and 18 months of ideas." He had $2,000 from his military service pay. That was his entire capital. He bought a cheap smartphone camera, basic editing software, and props. His channel name, Private Kim's Real Talk. His first video went viral overnight. 500,000 views. "Holy, this is actually working," Min-jun shouted in his empty room. Within 3 months, his channel had 1 million subscribers. Companies started offering sponsorship deals. But Min-jun had a bigger vision. He launched 3 new channels: Soldier to Success, Money Master Min-jun, and Alpha Academy. At 24 years old, with money flowing in from YouTube, Min-jun made his boldest move. He invested strategically in Korean tech startups, cryptocurrency, and real estate. His military buddies thought he was crazy. "You're gambling your money away," they warned. But Min-jun had done his research. Within 1 year, his crypto portfolio grew to $5 million. His tech startup investments returned 1,000% profits. His real estate generated passive income. His YouTube empire earned millions annually. At 25 years old, Min-jun Kim was worth $15 million. His tiny one-room apartment was replaced with a luxury penthouse in Gangnam, overlooking the Han River. Everything Min-jun touched seemed to turn to gold. At 26 years old, he launched a mobile app that got 10 million downloads in 1 week and invested in a food delivery startup that became worth $500 million. Forbes Korea featured him on their cover with the headline, "From Military Base to Billionaire, the story of Min-jun Kim, 26. At a business conference, a young entrepreneur asked Min-jun, "What's your secret?" Min-jun smiled and shared his philosophy. "First, I learned discipline and resilience in the military. Second, I started immediately. Third, I solved real problems. Fourth, I reinvested everything. Fifth, I never stopped learning." The audience gave him a standing ovation. 5 years after his discharge, Min-jun attended a military base ceremony as a guest speaker. He stood at the same gate where he had once declared his billionaire dreams. A young soldier approached him nervously. Min-jun smiled, remembering himself 5 years ago. He pulled out a business card and wrote something on the back. "Start today. Start small. Start anyway."